Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in this part of the world. It's Tuesday. You know what that means, right? It means that we're going to be starting to talk about anything you're interested in talking about and some things that we do on Tuesdays. So this is my daily Saving Dinner show, and we're here every day at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So if you have questions, nutrition questions, cooking questions, or whatever, we show up so that you can get what you need done in your life. I see, here come my folks. Here's Christina and Crystal. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it so much. We are having, we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about. And I will tell you, it's, thank you, Crystal, for sharing. And Murray and Tracy's here. Good to see everybody. And thanks for the love, man. You guys send the love early, and I love that. So it's really nice to have everybody show up. You know, everybody knows that I just got a haircut, so I'm trying to get used to doing things with my hair instead of just throwing it up into a ponytail. But for the most part, I see my ponytail holder there at the end of my desk, and it's happening after the show, just letting you know. Anyway, I appreciate you all showing up, and I appreciate too that you trust me with giving you the nutritional information that you need and getting you started and motivated and getting dinner on the table, because that is what we're about. There's Willow. Good to see you, Willow. Lisa, good to see you too. Brenda, look at everybody. Joanne, Jean, Gabriella. I love it when you share. Thank you so much. You know, when you share this video, you're sharing this with people who need to help getting dinner on the table. Let's just face it. Every single night, your family's going to expect you to feed them. It's just the way it is. You know, they want to be fed. And so when we feed our people, this is an act of love. This is an act of caring, and this is an act of love. So we want to put that food on the table. It's going to build those bodies. That's going to give them the nutrition and the health and everything else that they need. So when you share these videos, you're telling people about what we've got going on. And by the way, what we have going on right now is we have got a tremendous sale on dinner answers. And you can get $20 off the yearly, and that with tons and tons and tons of bonuses the way you eat, including the body clutter. I guess it's the updated version with just some updates, talking about intermittent fasting and some other things that Marla and I are both doing. That is in the bonus section of this, and it's for $77. We're talking way less than 10 bucks a month. And I do all the heavy lifting. All you have to do is remember to pop that code into the little box there that we give you. Give you promo code back to school. That's it. Put it all together, and there you have it. Back to school. It's that simple. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that, because however it is that you eat, or however persnickety your family is, or picky, or whatever, we've got something for you, and you can always customize it to fit. That's one of the things that we did. It's a super flexible way to eat, and we love to be your go-to place to make sure that you have got the menus, the recipes, the shopping lists, and everything. And as a matter of fact, it creates a shopping list for you automatically, so you can give that to your husband or, you know, significant other or whomever to do. So that works out really nice, I think, anyway. Jean said it's cloudy in South Carolina, and I'm going to tell you it is a little cloudy here, which I do not mind at all. There's my friend Terry. Hi, Terry, and Mary, Gisela, and another Mary. We got two Marys. Two Marys on board. I like it when we got the Marys. So keep sharing these videos, you guys. This is what helps bring people back to the dinner table, and it helps to give you more room in your life to do all the fun things that you want. That's what we do. Yesterday, we gave away this book, and it went to our friend Annie Faith. Annie, what you need to do is send an email into support@savingdinner.com with your address so I can send this to you. How fun is that? Annie's been a big sharer. She shared our videos a bazillion times. So if you want to win this book, all you have to do is share this video. I see it when you share this video, and we have 5 of these books to give out still. So 5 of these. Anyway, that's pretty exciting, right? I mean, don't you love it when you get something for free? I do. Postage is on me, by the way. So just take advantage of that. I'd love to share that with you. All right. So we also have a quote of the week that we go through every single day. And I love sharing my quotes. This is the kind of stuff that I like to fill my mind with things that are inspiring and things that make me think and make me up my game. Because, you know, always at the end of the day, we are always, this is the only life you get to live. This is it. You're it right now. And so let's make it great. Let's make it something that we can look back on and say, hey, look, I left a legacy. And it's all about having a legacy life. I wrote about this extensively when I turned 60 because I was thinking, you know, what do I want in my life? And what do I want to leave behind? And I want to live my legacy now. I don't want to just have some hope chest that opens up and there's, you know, a bunch of crap there. It's not about leaving things. It's about leaving an impression. It's about leaving values. It's about putting things, memories with your children and with the people that you love and bringing them into your life and you being in their lives as well. This is how we leave a legacy. I think about my mom and I think about the legacy that she left and just her legacy was one of love and kindness, and she never had a bad word to say about anyone. She just loved, and you know, she was a little fearful. My mother had some definite fears. I think a lot of that had to do with just the way she was raised. She had, you know, she didn't have the most solid upbringing, and it, you know, kind of sad in some ways. But on the other hand, my mother was smart as a whip. She was funny. And she loved people. You could tell she genuinely loved people and people loved her back. That was my mother's legacy. And I know we all want to leave legacies like that. We want to leave legacies so that people, when we're gone, they're talking about us in those terms. Because you know what? And we said this in Body Clutter, they're never going to be talking about what size jeans you wore or that your hair always looked good or that you had, you know, great looking makeup or lipstick or whatever. Never going to talk about that stuff. Yeah, we do care about the way we look and what have you. What they're going to care about is the fact that you made them feel loved, you made them feel welcomed. And this is what we do when we're able to get dinner on the table. We're also able to bring people to our table and share what the bounty that we have and share the love around a table of food and friends and family. And I don't think there's anything more lovely or anything more wonderful than that. I want you to be in that place where you can have people over to your home and you can invite them around your dinner table too. I can teach you how to do all of that. That's part of what I do. And enjoy that deep hospitality that comes with being able to break bread with the people that you care about most in the world around your own dinner table. So it's not a launch pad for all your stuff. It's not a place to dump book bags and mail and all of that other stuff. Your dinner table is a sacred piece of furniture. Your dinner table is the place where you nurture hearts, those little people in your lives that are there on purpose. They're sitting right there in their designated seat. They were given to you. Those little people that you get to create memories with. That's what they remember. They remember those little times. It's not about the great big extravagant occasions. It's about that little time at the dinner table. It's remembering the funny thing that Dad always said. It's remembering Mom saying, get your elbows off the table. And it's remembering that there's people who love you and care about you. And there's a security that comes with sitting down at that dinner table. Always remember that. This is just something that is near and dear to my heart. You know that. I've shared this with you so many times. But when we get to the place of being able to know what's for dinner, we make room. We make room for other things. We make room to bring other people to our tables. And that's what we want. We want that generous, open-hearted spirit that says, I love you, I care about you, come sit at my table. Now, nothing feels better than that, is just to feel welcomed and wanted. And that's what you do when you have that kind of a generous spirit and that kind of a dinner table. So I hope that's inspired you to think about this and to really dig deep. It's not just about getting dinner on the table. It's also about having that kind of an open heart, that kind of generous giving that you want to give, that you want to do. Don't let this stuff hold you back. I will help you with this. I promise. That's my promise to you. All right. So with that said, and as we're talking about dinner planning, This is our quote of the week. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. And, putting dinner on the table night after night is a habit. Getting up in the morning, getting dressed to shoes, doing your routines, those are habits. I call those the bookends of your life. Those are the bookends. You've got your morning and your evening thing. Those are the bookends. That's what sandwiches in all the good stuff in between. And when you have that, then you have those are your anchors. They throw down and they just give you a starting place and they give you an ending place. And it gets you set up for the next thing that's going to happen. So in the morning, you're set up for your day. In the evening, you're setting up for the next morning. And on it goes. I mean, if you've ever bowled, I know you've all gone bowling. Haven't you gone bowling? If you've gone bowling, give me some hearts. When you go bowling, somebody throws the ball, knocks the pins down, and then they get another chance to finish knocking the pins down. When it's all over, that person's turn anyway, they clear away the pins and they reset them. This is exactly, so everybody has a turn. So everybody has an equal chance at throwing those pins down. And that's what we want to do. We want to throw those pins down during the day, right? We want to get those things done. We want to get our work done. We want to get things, feel like we have accomplished something more than just putting dinner on the table, something more than just, going to work and commuting and doing all those things. We want to have meaning in our life. We want to feel like we've accomplished something and what we do matters. And that's why it's important to understand that we are what we repeatedly do. And excellence then is not an act, it's a habit. So that's a really good thing. And like, Marla said yesterday in the comments, which I thought was so appropriate, excellence is not perfectionism. Perfectionism is the thing that paralyzes us. Excellence is the thing that says, I can do better than that the next time I do it. There's no need to beat yourself up because it wasn't perfect or it wasn't excellent enough. Don't do that. Just go with, what? I can do better next time. Next time I'm going to do this. Next time I'm not going to burn the hamburger. Next time I'm going to do this. And you can always look to the next time and, cheer yourself on. You can be your own cheerleader. Do you know that? Your own cheerleader. That's something that you can do. Just believe in yourself and believe in your abilities and your capabilities. And the way you speak to yourself, and especially those I am statements, need to be all about making yourself a part of the equation and not putting yourself down. We've had enough of that. We don't need that. There's enough bullies in the world. You don't need to be bullying yourself, okay? Get with the program and love yourself. Give yourself the encouraging words that you need and watch yourself do better every time. Excellence is a habit and you can do it. Okay, so today is about tips and tricks. And I thought I would share with you just a couple of things that have really helped me over the years and everybody that I have taught. My NutriCoaches now, it's part of a unit that they do with the modules. There's 12 modules in the NutriCoach course where I teach people how to do what I did very early on so they can create a career for themselves right there in their own neighborhoods. Not with big, you don't have to do all the fancy footwork that I did and all of that, but just create like a nice income by doing certain things. But one of the things you have to do, and I call it setting up your NutriCoach kitchen, but I'm going to give you one of the things that you do when you're setting up your NutriCoach kitchen, and that is when you're going to do when I do a cooking class or when I do any kind of a thing where I am showing somebody how to do something and I'm teaching people how to do a recipe. And I've done a lot of that. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow night, Marla and I are on, baby. You're going to want to watch that. I haven't talked to her yet, but today, but 5 o'clock is what I'm predicting. About 5 o'clock Eastern, we're going to be starting, and I'm going to show you how to make hot melt spaghetti. And we're going to show you how to even get those zucchini noodles together, all of it. It's going to be super cool. It's going to be fun. We're really excited about that. And we haven't been in the kitchen for probably about 10 years doing anything together. So it's going to be really fun. But anyway, when I set up to cook, what I do is, and of course, I have cooked on every major station. I have cooked on HGTV. I've cooked everywhere. And every time that you cook, you have to set everything up so that you can cook. You've got to have everything laid out. They don't want to see me scurrying to the refrigerator to go get something and running back to go get the spice and then running over here to get the knife and, oh, I forgot the chopping. They don't want to see that. You know, when you are watching somebody on television, next time you're watching TV and you see somebody doing a cooking demonstration, and even though, you know, they go like, and throw it into the oven and then they pull out something that's already done. You know, forget all the sleight of hand and all of that, but just look at how it is set up. Now, I say that in that's what I do too. I will have, like tomorrow night when we do this and I'm showing you how to make the sauce, I will have we use sausage, Italian sausage for this. That's delicious, by the way. But the Italian sausage will already be cooked up. I am going to give you all 100% credit on understanding how to cook Italian sausage. Pretty much like ground beef. You just, you know, smash it around, and woo, look at that, it's cooked. So it will be cooked and ready to go so that we can get on to the next thing, and I'll show you the critical part of this, which is how to make the sauce, okay? And the sauce is made, we do it right from scratch. We do it with tomatoes and some herbs and spices, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. It will all be set up for you. That's part of the trick, and this is the tip that I'm giving for you. It's called mise en place, and it's a French term that means everything in its place. It's a very simple thing, and all of my students know this. I'm looking for my students right now. I know Tracy's in here, and Tracy might not have gotten to that part yet, but Roberta knows this, and she's a fabulous mise en placer. But here's the way it works. Basically what you do is you pull out everything that you're going to need for whatever it is that you're cooking, okay? So if you're cutting up an onion, you're going to need that onion. You're going to need a chopping board. You're going to need a knife. You're also going to need a garbage bowl, and we can thank Rachel Ray for that, because Rachel Ray is the one who put out the garbage bowls and made it just so that you're not moving around. That's the key. You find a place to cook, and you do it. You stand there and you do it. You've got your ingredients. You've got all of your, you know, accoutrements that you need to chop, cook, spatulas, tongs, whatever you need, even right there by the stovetop. A lot of times I will chop and do everything right by the stovetop. So I've got everything right there. It works. And the point is, you know, there's people who will say, well, I don't have my stovetop right there. I can't do it right there. Okay, then don't do it right there. You do it where you can. You do it and adapt it to what fits your particular situation, because not every kitchen is set up the same, right? So you set yourself up and get ready to go, and the first thing that you do, let's see if you can guess this. What is the first thing that you do with a recipe? First thing that you do. I'm going to give you a hint. You read through it. That's not a hint. I'm just telling you. You have to read through it. You know why? Because you don't want to all of a sudden go, oops, I forgot about that. And now I got to run over here and do this and run over here and do that. You want to be set up. You want to know what you're doing, and you want to feel confident that you've got this down. You want to feel confident that if you had to, you could talk your way through and say, okay, so now we're doing this and now we're doing that, and watch me do this, jing, 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 watch me do that, and there it is. And you watch tomorrow night when we do this. Tomorrow night we'll have the whole thing set up. Now, for your benefit, will have it set up with nice, clear little dishes, you know, all lined up. This is the seasonings. Everything will be measured out and done. It will be all measured out, so I'll just be going, you know, like this. You don't have to do that when you're cooking at home, and I don't do that when I'm cooking at home by myself, but I do have my spices out. I do have my garlic out. I have my garlic press. I've got all the things laid out so that I could just go bam, 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 bam. But we're just going to have it nicely laid out. So that really helps, and that's called mise en place. Everything that you need, all of your ingredients, your recipe, everything all in one spot. And behind you, or wherever it is, your sink is full of hot soapy water. That's Marla taught me that eons ago. Hot soapy water, everything goes in it except your sharp knives. Keep the sharp knives on the side, because you don't want to be putting your hand down in there going, I'm bleeding to death, help. So skip that. Just put the sharp knives on the side. So, and then when you're done with everything, you reverse mise en place it. And what I've done is, because I usually have a nice big cutting board, is I take everything that I've just used and go bam, 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 stick it on my cutting board and take it right over there to the sink. And everything goes in, with the exception, of course, of the sharp knives. And it doesn't even look like anybody's been there cooking. And here I am just finish this whole thing, and I've got this fabulous meal cooking, and it doesn't look like my kitchen's been blown up by, the kitchen monster. So keep that in mind. You mise en place, you set yourself up, and then you just take the whole thing down, take it on your cutting board, take it all over. And what I do too, the other thing that I do, and this is, you'll see me do this maybe tomorrow, is as I'm using the things that I don't need anymore, I'll put over here to my right, maybe I'll put all the dry ingredients that need to go. And then over to the left, I'll put all the refrigerated stuff that needs to go. So once I've taken my cutting board over to the sink with all that stuff in it and thrown it all in there except for the sharp knives, then I'll take my dry ingredients and I'll put them away because they're all bunched up together. Then I'll take the cold stuff and put those back in. My kitchen is spotless. And I just need to wait then I'll set my table, get everything ready. And it's amazing how much time you can shave right off all of that prep time. Now I want you to try that. And I want to see some volunteers. If you are going to try this, give me some love, give me some heart love, just boom, pass it on. And I want you to share this too. Share this video, because this is how come people say they hate cooking. Is because they're not organized when they do it. They don't understand that there is a system to this. They can make it simple. They can make it easy. So share this with them, because now you're going to show them that they can take half the time that they're spending ping-ponging all over the kitchen like an out-of-control game, instead of doing that, they're standing right there. You get all of your stuff together at one time. It just makes it so much faster. It makes it get done, and it's easy. So I say mise en place is not an act, it's a habit, and it's excellent. Alrighty, so don't forget, you want to share this video, because this is how you win the book. And I always write in the little book to whomever wins, by the way. I put a little note in there and say, thanks for sharing, or whatever it is that I put in there. I don't know. Enjoy your dinner. and I sign it for you. So I'll sign that for you. Right here on my Facebook, we have a no soda for me pledge. Now, healthy eating is something that you struggled with, and you're out of control with the sugar, whatever. The way to get rid of the sugar is to get rid of the soda. Get rid of the soda. That is not like the number one thing that you can do. When you get rid of the soda and you replace that with drinking the water that you need, wow, things start to happen. And did you know that if you are a soda addict and drinking a few sodas a day, and you have a little body clutter to lose, just by getting rid of that soda, you can drop 30 pounds in a year. Not doing anything else, just getting rid of the soda. Can you believe that? Think about the inflammation that goes away. Think about the belly fat that starts to just dissipate because you're not feeding it with all that sugar anymore. And if you think that diet sodas are any better, they are not. They're full of all kinds of chemicals, all kinds of things your body does not need, nor does it recognize. Now think about this. Your body needs to recognize what's going into it so it knows what to do with it. So if it doesn't know what to do with it, it's going to store it as fat, or it's going to cause inflammation, or you could even have some kind of a reaction to it. Happens all the time. So keep that in mind. Your body recognizes food, not chemicals. Food. That's how we were built. Interesting, creatively, wonderfully made. Thank you, God. So keep that in mind. And if you have not signed up for our emails, you are going to miss out, especially if you want to be a part of the 7-day sprint. This is a free plan that I put together for everybody. 7 days of a plan where you do the hot melt soup. I've got a hot melt salad. I've got all the things on how to get inflammation down, maybe start on a keto journey and doing it. We call it the hot melt way because it's anti-inflammatory. And if you want to be a part of that, you can only do that if you go to savingdinner.com. I've had a few people already who've said, well, I don't want to sign up for emails. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Well, I'm sorry, but this is a free thing that I'm doing. As a courtesy, I want to bring you on board and show you how easy it can be. There's only one way to get it, and that's by getting our email. So go to savingdinner.com, and you'll see a little pop-up thingy, and we'll send you a free week of menus too. What? So go get that. don't delay. We start September 9th. And no, Rita says, I don't lose no matter what. You just clicked on the reticular activating system that says, okay, deal. Your brain is saying, no, you're not going to lose no matter what. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Tell your brain what you want. Tell your brain what you want and stop believing the lies. Start believing the truth. The truth is you just haven't come across your recipe, your secret sauce, your particular blend of what is going to make it so that you will lose. Keep that in mind. We all have the ability to lose. Sometimes we just have to be detectives and figure out what it is, and sometimes it's a little more difficult for others than it is for, younger, whoever people, but we all have the ability. We all do. Start telling yourselves the things you want in your life and quit putting yourself in that negative place. You don't have to do that. We all have the ability. Catherine said she bought my low carb book yesterday and she can't wait to get into it. That is Marla's book, really. I don't know if I dedicated it to her, but I certainly should have, because I created that book because of her. This was the plan that we went on to with Body Clutter. And I believe it's in the Fly Shop, so you can always get it there as well. So can I do this? I'm just finishing up my cleanse on Sunday. The sprint does not start until September 9th. September 9th, I will be sending out a daily email with a video encouraging you every step of the way. There are 3 things that make any kind of a plan work. One is it has to be anti-inflammatory. If it's inflammatory, I don't care how low calorie, I don't care. If it's full of chemicals, it's not doing your body any favor. So dismiss that. It also needs to be something that's doable. It's something that you can put together, that you can understand. It's not peeing on sticks or weighing and measuring, counting calories and numbers and points and all of that stuff. That stuff does not work in the long run. We're people. We have things to do. We don't have time for that. I certainly don't have time for that. And the last thing, it needs to be something that tastes good. And that's my department, man, because I'm telling you, if you're going to hand me some kind of yucky stuff that I need to eat or mix up or whatever, it's not happening. No way. So the sprint is geared to get you off a plateau or to get you started in such a way that you are going to be so excited to jump into it. I know I need it. And, by the way, I've lost 2 pounds since yesterday. That's that inflammation going away. I also have my jeans sitting here reminding me. And as a matter of fact, I posted here a pic. There was a video of me doing a smoothie a few years ago with my daughter at Madewell Jeans when she worked there part-time. And I've got the jeans on. So you can see the jeans I'm talking about, ladies. They're great looking jeans, and Madewell made them, by the way. So, and don't forget this week, don't forget about getting dinner answers. If you forget about getting dinner answers, you're not going to get that code for $20 off. And $20 is significant money. The code is back to school. Super simple. Just enter it when you're checking out in the promo code box, and you're golden. And we will send those menus to you every single week for the next 52 weeks. We don't take a week off. We are like clockwork every single Tuesday. We've been doing this for 19 years. Not going to stop now. Okay? Q&A. It's Friday. Always on Friday. Plan for an hour. We've already got some great questions in, and I can't wait to answer those. I love talking about nutrition and helping you any way that I can. I say this to you all the time, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm at your service. I want to help you to be successful, to get dinner on the table, to understand about nutrition, and to get the right plan that's right for you. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. So remember, if you have questions, don't hold them. There's no such thing as a stupid question. There's the only thing that's ever stupid is if you just are asking questions and want to be argumentative about it and not really look at what the answer is and see the possibility in the answer for you. Okay, just remember that. then the other thing is, so Q&A is on Friday. Send them into support@savingdinner.com. You can also put them here in the messages. I haven't checked the messages since Monday, so I will look there. If I see any questions, I'll put those on my thing. And NutriCoach appointments are available. I've got a coaching call today. I've got a couple of appointments coming up, but I would love to be in your corner, helping you to create a career that you desire. And all you have to do is have a passion for nutrition and a passion for cooking. And even if you don't know how to cook, I'll teach you how. NutriCoachSchool.com to check it out and go. You can see the whole curriculum and see exactly what it is. Just click around and read it. It's fantastic. And I'm very proud of this. This is my life's work. Very proud of it and happy to help you to create the same thing that I did so many years ago. So that's it. What are you having for dinner, everyone? Tell me in the comments what you're having for dinner, and make sure that, oh, Catherine, what a sweetheart. Thank you. I think you are amazing. Yes, Gunter's asking me, are you combining keto with an anti-inflammatory diet? Yes, I'm taking the inflammation out of keto. There's a lot of stuff there that's just not so great. And I see a lot of those comments. And she's saying, I hope you get in those jeans soon. You know it, sister. My goal is to be in those jeans in October. I'm just putting it out there. It might be highly aggressive, but we got the sprint coming up. And the sprint, I created the sprint. I tried it myself. It works, and it does amazing, amazing things. So, like I said, it starts on September 9th. Probably, the week before or something, we'll start sending out the plans. But it's September 9th is the Monday after Labor Day. So here's my smoothie. So questions about intermittent fasting, questions about supplements, any kind of nutrition question, any kind of whatever. The only questions that I'm very hesitant to answer is when you start asking me questions about, like, would this be appropriate for me? I'm a type 2 diabetic. I have no idea. You need to talk to your doctor. I have not seen your blood tests, nor do I want to. I don't know enough about you. I'm confident in looking at my own blood tests and knowing what to do, but I like to play doctor on myself. That's a different thing than doing it with somebody else. I will, however, always encourage you to a nice, clean, healthy diet that's anti-inflammatory. It's good for everyone. It's good for everyone. How you should do it, how you should intermittently fast, and all these other kind of things, you really need to be working with your healthcare provider. That's just how that is. That's how we do excellent work, right? Okay. Next week, I just want to give you a heads up. This is your Take Back Your Life journal. It's a journal for women desiring real change. And I've alluded to this one before and told you a little bit about it. This is this is what it looks like on the inside. Hello. And we also have a PDF of this, but I'm going to start, I'm going to put together sort of a 90-day plan of what my goals are and share with you to hopefully inspire you to put some goals together so that, in 90 days, is it 90 days? 90 days would be in October, probably the end of October, because I'm looking at my 90-day goal is that those jeans. That's a goal. That's a good goal to have. And it might be highly aggressive, too aggressive. I might not make it, but I'll tell you what, I'll at least get almost there. And maybe I'll be in them by Thanksgiving. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. What matters is effort. What matters is that I'm putting it out there. And what matters is that I believe I can do this. So the belief in yourself is what propels you forward. So keep that in mind. And it's part of our excellent credo. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know I love coming on here and talking to everybody and seeing everybody show up. And we were up to 100 people just a minute ago. Thank you for that. And thank you for sharing this video. When you share, you help things happen. You help bring other people back to their dinner tables. And they're just as lost as maybe you were a while ago. And now you can bring them back into the fold. This is why we do what we do. At 3 o'clock Eastern, don't forget, go to the Fly Lady here, facebook.com, the Fly Lady, and you can get tea time with Marla. She's going to be pulling out of the teapot today, and there's always a great topic, and it's fantastic. You don't want to miss that. So, we're here to support each other. We're here to get things done. We're here to bring people back to the dinner table. And thank you again for sharing this video. If you need anything at all, always, always, always send me questions. I will answer them. And it's better than putting them here in the comments, because sometimes I don't see them. We already have 182 comments and we're not even done yet. So again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support, for keeping Saving Dinner going after 19 years. And don't forget, get your dinner answers right now. Go to savingdinner.com. You'll see dinner answers right there. Type in back to school and you'll get 20 bucks off for the yearly. Okay? Take care. Thanks again. And I will see you at 3 o'clock over at the Fly Lady. Take care.